people have talked about the new system from one way or the other way, but nobody's really said what I've been thinking. So here it is. Well, this video kinda took me a long time to make for some reason. Had a recording of this video before, but I got cut off a little bit, so I ended up not doing it. But right now, I kind of feel like I want to talk about it again anyways, because it's not a thing that I really saw other people talking about. So, here we go. Blue Archive completely, fundamentally changed the way that their polling system works. Now, the ethics of that in general, it's changing a game's polling system like so thoroughly, so long after it's been out, is one thing that I honestly think is pretty simple to say is not a good thing. But, you know, people were giving a lot of different reactions to this stuff. There was the side that was kind of defending it because in certain ways it is better, right? In a situation where you want only the one character out of the consistently 2 or more banners that they have at a time, it would be better for you. And with the rebate thing that they added, it would be like even better or whatever. We have that aspect of it. We have that side, and then we have the other side that is just like really vehemently against it, because they are very used to the original. Well, I say original, but it was changed before, you know, from 300 pity to 200, but still fairly similar, even after that change. It was the previous polling system. And yes, if you are viewing this from like an outside perspective, and you see people's reactions, you would be thinking, okay, so like this side that is against it is literally gonna ignore these numbers and, in spite of them, still be against this system for one specific scenario where in those 200 polls you get the one character and then you use the pity on the other. And this is the one scenario basically where the original or the previous polling system was actually better. And these people are going all the way in complaining for this one scenario out of all the others. So that's fair because people are, well, yes, used to it. It's one of the things that people were kind of banking on a lot for every banner. The new system does throw that out of the way basically, and in worst case scenarios and in best case scenarios, the new system is better. But there are those middle ground scenarios where you do actually get fucked by the new system. But that is the thing that people mainly talk about, and it's not the aspect that I actually want to talk about. The aspect that I think should be the real point of discussion is pity carryover and the rebate, what it actually means. The real reason for the gacha change is not because the new system is a better polling system, or because the new system is going to make you spend more polls total. No. The real reason why this new system is made is because it baits more polls even when you do not have enough. And if you're in the Blue Archive community or you play the game, you're aware that people don't spend polls unless they have 200 to pity the character that they want. Why? Because there's kind of no point to polling if you can't reach that pity. If you don't get the character, all you did was gamble a 0.7% chance. So you would legit not pull. But with the new system, that's actually changed a lot. Because now, on any banner that you kind of want, you feel like you want to try your luck, maybe. You kind of like the character, you're not crazy for him, but maybe you like him, you can get him, right? If you have 100 pulls, you have a 50% chance. And if you lose, well, then you have the guarantee for the next character, right? Well, congratulations, you have officially done the exact thing that they created this system for. They created this system in order to bait people like this because they know for a fact that people do not spend their pulls unless it is the 200 guarantee. And this is the real point of the new system. And in addition to this, one thing that other people have been saying is mentioning the new game that the Nexon is developing and is not a long way from coming out, potentially. This game is also most likely going to just be using the 50-50 system that has been popularized nowadays. So if you're looking forward to that game and you don't like the 50-50 system, this change in Blue Archive, I would say, does kind of solidify it's most likely going to be a 50-50 system. And in a way, the change in Blue Archive does point people from Blue Archive into a direction where they would be more familiar with the 50-50 system, even if they don't play other gachas. Meanwhile, the 50-50 system being introduced in Blue Archive and also being in the new game is something that gachas now use as a way to drive people into the game because it is so familiar to the largest number of people. The most players that have ever played a gacha game were in Genshin and Star Rail and all of these games. Other games as well since then, like WUA and the like, all have a 50-50 system. So, funnily enough, even though I would say the public sentiment for the 50-50 system has gotten very low over time, companies are using it as a way to have people, kind of be more familiar with your system. The change in Blue Archive's gacha system, that is the new one in JP now, it's already out, was basically as far as they could possibly take it to be like the 50-50 system without just outright changing the value of your pulls. Which, I mean, it technically still did change the value of your pulls, but not by a lot. But, I mean, it's been a while since the change happened, and nothing has been said or done in, not exactly even from the company, but from players. So, at this point, I suppose it is already done, and it's gonna be that way for the rest of forever. And once Global gets it as well, it will be all the same. And, what are we gonna do about it? Anyway, kinda hoping some of the, heat of the situation died down, so maybe in the comments we can see some civil discussion, some actual talks. So, I don't know, just still tell me what you think in the comments, Tell me what you think in the comments. Like the video. Share it with your mom. Yep. Alright, I'll see you.